Hey YouTubers, I'll do a quick video here about having problems with my key. I know they call it a key fob. This really isn't a key fob, but it's for a 2007 Chrysler 300C, this car here. And I have two keys. And what they stopped doing, unlocking the doors, the panic doesn't work. Basically, it doesn't work, right? Replaced the battery a couple times, still doesn't work. Sorry, they're chopping some trees down over here in the background, so hopefully it's not too loud. Here's what it currently does. So if you lock it manually and you unlock it with the key, here's what goes down. Yeah, the alarm goes off. Yes, turn it on. Now, I've seen other videos that basically say, you know, with the key goes bad, you can't even start the car. Well, I can still start the car. Everything runs great. So it's just you can't unlock and lock the door in the trunk and stuff. So I'm going to show you what I did to fix it. It's pretty simple. You just need a soldering iron. And so let me get all set up and then walk you through it. Okay, so to fix this, you need a Phillips screwdriver, a little flat blade screwdriver, and a soldering kit. So I bought this cool, nifty little soldering kit off Amazon. It was like, I don't know, 15 bucks. And that's pretty cool. It's got a little thing to hold the soldering iron and some solder suckers, some wire cutters, extra wire. And I don't really have a soldering gun, but so I haven't soldered anything since probably high school. Anyway, it's pretty simple. And like I said, there is a video out there on how to do this. But it was kind of guy. I think he just kind of tried to do it with one hand or something. So, and I think he didn't really understand the inner workings of it. So it worked. It got me to this point. So thanks for that, my friend. There's one little screw you take out here. Now this may work for other keys as well. I don't know. Could. There's a little slot in the side. Right here you pry with the screwdriver. Pop the cover off. All right. And then you got the internal workings of this thing. And what you see is this, at least what happened with mine. So the battery basically doesn't stay in there very tight. And this bracket here is, if you look, this bracket has come loose. Now there's a couple contact points. There's one where it's soldered right here, right? And there's one that gets soldered right here. And from what I can tell, looking at the circuit on the bottom, the only one that matters is this one here. And I think these other two are just to hold the clips in place, so when you slide the battery in, it stays tight. But just like the other one I did, this one here is still connected, this one's not, and this one's not. So first thing I did, and I recommend you do, based off my knowledge and remembering what happened from my high school days, some 50 years ago, is you want to make sure that you heat sink it. So what I did is I took a little alligator clip, clipped that little guy down there, and then I'm going to solder a little solder joint here, and then one on this tab right there. So that's what we're going to do next. Right. It doesn't take much to get it heated up. Let's see if I can zoom in here while I do this. Get it focused. Hopefully this thing will focus. There we go. Okay. Okay. It doesn't take much, but what I remember doing and what I did with the last one, so I'm going to heat the back side of this right here, and then and I already had this thing warmed up, so I know it's about the right setting, and then I'm going to melt the solder on the other side, right? So that way you know the actual metal tang is hot enough for the solder as well as the circuit board, because they both have to be hot enough to accept the solder. So come on, make sure it's working. Takes a little while to heat it up, and I don't think there's a real danger of overheating it, but I'm not 100% sure. But oops. And then once this one's done, the other one's pretty quick because it's already warmed up. So what I'm really waiting to happen here is for the heat to get through the bracket enough where it'll melt there, but I want to make sure it's good. If you just do the mud, there we go. So now it's melting. So now I know the bracket and the circuit board are hot enough. And this one here, there's actually some solder on there. So I probably really don't need to put a lot of solder. I just need to reheat it and get it to reattach. But I'm going to put a little solder on there. And I can see it. It's really hard probably to see in the video, but I can see it's melting at the bottom, so that should be good. All right. We'll put our soldering tool away, let it cool down a little bit. And then you can see if it adjusts. Camera adjust. Look, I gotta take this out of here. If you get too many things in the frame, I don't think you can adjust the video. But on this tang right here, there's a plus sign, so you know which way to put the battery. Let me back it up a little bit. Yeah, you can see it there. All right, so let's see. All right, so that's on there good. That one's on there good. So now it'll hold the battery a lot better. The battery snaps in there nice and solid, right, like it should. Sorry if it's a little blurry, but you just got to put it back in the case. And on the case, there's one side has this side here with the key on it. Actually has two little plastic marks right here and here that you can't really see but it goes into the holes. There's some holes right there. It goes in there. Let me back it out a little bit. And then you can snap the cover on. And then we will go. Now when I did my first one, it still didn't work. But I changed the battery and it worked. So apparently when I was going through changing the batteries before, I probably threw away a perfectly good battery. Right? It snaps on there. And then you find the screw that you lost. Yep, and put the screw in there. All right. Let's go check it out. So, here's the key. You can hear, trunk opens up now. All right. Doors lock, unlock. Hallelujah. And I've been messing with this thing for months now. So it's pretty simple, straightforward fix. Hope that helps you. If you have any questions, give me a shout. But now I actually have two working keys. And these things aren't cheap if you have to replace them, so it's worth doing. Very simple. Just get yourself a soldering gun and follow the process, and it works. All right, YouTubers, have a good one.